cut to something and then we'll come back here. Hey MTV, welcome to my crib. Today we're making a Missionary's Downfall. Now, Missionary's Downfall is one of the lesser known cocktails within the Tiki cocktail family. A family of cocktails that are Tiki. Tiki drinks are basically created by a guy by the name of Don Beach, who became known as Don the Beachcomber. And he created these drinks after Prohibition in a kind of celebration of the Pacific Islands and Polynesian culture. Now, that's somewhat problematic today, but back then it was a huge hit in Hollywood and it attracted a whole heap of stars. Put that aside, we've moved forward and we're now creating a really interesting culture around different types of fruits and drinks and rums and liqueurs and things like that. It's become less about the style of what it was based on and more about an experience of venue, about flavor, and interesting kind of like party drinks, let's just say. Sophisticated party drinks, Tiki drinks, Tiki party drinks. So this one is a rum base and we are using a white cane from Brix. Brix is in Surrey Hills. They are an urban rum distillery and make some of the best rum in the country. And then the other ingredient that we're going to use liqueur-wise is a Marionette peach liqueur. Now, these guys we've talked about before. They use discarded or leftover surplus product from Australian fruit growers around the country, and they turn them into delicious, delicious liqueurs. I love these boys. They're not only nice and create great juice, but they're somewhat handsome to look at. Now, the ingredients we're going to use, the way that we're going to make this drink is in a Boston glass. So we're going to have our shaking tin, we're going to use our jigger, we're going to use our juice press, and we're going to use our Hawthorn strainer. Nothing else. The first thing that we're going to do though is we're going to mix 45 mils of rum or white cane spirit into our Boston glass, 45 mils. In Australia, we can't call anything rum that hasn't been aged for a minimum of 2.5 years. So anywhere else in the world, you could use a Havana Club or any other kind of white rum that has been aged up until 5 to 7 years and then filtered with a charcoal filter. Then we're going to do 15 to 20 mils, depending on how sweet you like it. I'm going to do 20 mils, I know, shock horror, of the peach liqueur from Marionette. We're then going to take pineapple juice. Now, you don't have to juice a pineapple for this. No one is asking you, no one is holding a gun to your head and saying juice this pineapple. I actually kind of recommend if you're making cocktails at home, just buy pineapple juice. It's going to be consistent. It's going to have a sweeter element to it. So that means you don't have to add as much sugar to it. And you can just rely on the fact that you don't have to juice a pineapple. Because just between you and me, it's not enjoyable. It is spiky, and you don't make friends with spikes. Just saying. Now, we're going to do lime juice. So, put your juice to the side, cut a lime in half. We know from the past that in the juice press, 1 lime makes 30 mils of lime juice. Oh.
Doesn't make that sound.
It does. That actually comes from the lime and not me. Wait for it, wait for it. Oh. Woof. Now, pour the lime juice in there. That's it for liquid contents of your drink. The next ingredient we're going to do though is a fair whack of mint. You know how I love slapping mint, and I'm going to do it for you now. Yeah, you like that? We're going to put that in there, and then we're going to grab ice, not only for our Boston glass, but we're also going to use ice and fill our normal serving glass. This will chill the glass, but then also give us some ice to pour our drink over for serving. All right, now fill your serving glass all the way up to the top with ice. And then we're going to seal our Boston tin up, flip it over, glass on top, and then shake. Interesting fact, when Don the Beachcomber died, we thought the Tiki culture was completely left out because he never actually wrote any of his recipes down in a clear format. And then one of his fans and one of his kind of colleagues was able to decode all of his recipe books by the codes that he left, and was able to continue tiki culture. His name was Beachcomber Berry. Now, grab your glass and then pour your cocktail over your ice into your glass. And then we're going to grab a dehydrated lime oil and a sprig of mint, and we are going to garnish them on top, because the only time a garnish is right is when it's in tiki drinks, because tiki drinks are all about excess and excitement and party. So there you have it, a missionary's downfall. Oof. That is a party in my mouth.